morning, children. Today we are going to start NCERT solutions only. We are continuing the same exercise 1.3, question number 7 onwards. Write three numbers whose decimal expansions are non-terminating, non-recurring. That means we have to find out the irrational numbers only. So all irrational numbers decimal expansions are in the form non-terminating, non-recurring only. We have written the values root 2, root 3, root 7. If you know the values, you can add there 1.41421 etc. 1.73205 etc. 2.645 751 etc. It's not compulsory. You can just write root 2, root 3, root 7 are the irrational numbers. Question number 8. Find three different irrational numbers between rational numbers 5 by 7 and 9 by 11. Now the solution, we have to convert this 5 by 7 and 9 by 11 into decimal form only. So what is the 5 by 7's decimal form? 0.714285 etc. What is 9 by 11 decimal form? 0.818181 etc. Now we should find out the irrational numbers between these two rational numbers only, that is 0.714285 and 0.818181 only, but the question is asked for irrational numbers only. So just we have written the three irrational numbers. You can write that one 0.730, 7300, 73000, 73 etc. That means there should not be any pattern. So the next number we have written as 0.74074000740074 etc. 76, next is 0.760, 7600, 7600, etc. Irrational numbers, anything you can write, but don't write safely. You should not write 0.71 and 0.81 like that. You start from 0.72 onwards and 0.80 last. So what will happen? It is asked for between only. Some children, it may, if they are writing 0.71325 like that and all, means it's wrong only. It should cross 0.714. So better you should continue with the 0.72 etc. onwards and 0.80 is the last one. That way, in that way, if you are writing, you will not lose the mark. Question number 9. Classify the following numbers as rational and irrational. You know that very well. Irrational numbers are not having any perfect square roots, and whereas rational numbers are having the P by Q form we should write, and its a decimal expansion can be two types, which are they terminating decimal and non-terminating recurring one. Irrational numbers are not having any perfect square roots. It should be in a root form only. We are unable to find the perfect square root. Other than that, what is that identification we can use? The decimal expansion is non-terminating, non-recurring only. So what are the numbers here? It is given root 23, root 225, 0.3796 and 7.478, 478 etc. 1.101, 001, 0001, 00001. Root 23 is not a non-perfect square number only. Root 23, if you calculate, it is equal to 4.795831 only. It is an irrational number. So it's a, first of all, it is a non-perfect square number, and if you go for a decimal way, it's a non-terminating, non-recurring only. So what is the conclusion we can make from this? It is an irrational number. The second question is root 225, and the answer is 15. 15 is a natural number, or we can say that it's a rational number also. So what is the answer? It's a rational number. 15 can be written as 15 by 1. It is in the P by Q form. Next question is 0.3796. That means based on the decimal expansion, we have to classify the number. It's a terminating decimal. Therefore, we can conclude that it is a rational number. A rational number's decimal expansion is either terminating decimal or non-terminating recurring. Here in this case, terminating decimal only. So it is a rational number. The next question is 7.478478 etc. 7.478478 is a non-terminating recurring only, so which can be converted into P by Q form. We learned that method also. So which number it is? It is a rational number. So we can write that we can convert into a non-terminating recurring decimal. We can convert into P by Q form. So it is a rational number. It is a rational number. Now one more question is there. What is fourth question? 1.10, so here you can see that it is a non-terminating non-recurring decimal. With the based on the decimal expansion only, we can write it's a non-terminating recurring on non-recurring only. Non-terminating non-recurring decimals cannot be converted into rational number form, so they are called as a irrational number. So we can conclude that the given number is an irrational number. Thus we have completed exercise 1.3. Now we can go for exercise 1.4. Regarding 1.4, I want to say that this year, this 2021, due to this COVID and all, this particular exercise is deleted. That is, successive magnification is not there. So you can there is no need of practicing this type of the question for particularly this academic year. Exercise 1.4, visualize 3.765 on the number line using successive magnification. So what should they see? The first step where it lies between, that is the value lies between 3 and 4. After that the numbers 3.7 and 3.8 lie between 3 and 4 only. Next 3.76, that is the two decimal we should see. 3.76, 3.77 lies between 3.7 and 3.8. Again 3.764 and 766 lies between 3.76 and 3.77. The lastly 3.765 lies between 3.764 and 3.766 only. So these are the steps for identification only, how to go for the stepwise only. Directly you can do the diagram only. So let us see the diagram how it is. So the question is 3.765. Definitely it lies between 3 and 4 only. So starting with the 3 and 4, we can say that the lies between this 3 and 3 to 4, we can take the part from the number line only and mark that 3.7 and 3.8 because of the first decimal. Now again the second line starting from 3.7 and ending with the 3.8. So we are making into two decimals, that is 3.70 and ending with the 3.80. Now we can identify that 3.765 lies between 3.76 and 3.77. So we are keeping the magnifying lens here. That means 7.60 is the first one and 770 is the last. So the numbers we are making into three decimals now: 3.760, 3.761, 762, 0.763, 0.764, 0.765, 0.766, 0.767, 0.768, 0.769, then the last is 0.770. So we want which number? 3.765. So I already told while teaching the theory part, then here three decimals are there, so 3 steps only required, and after getting the result you can show that represented by alphabets there, that is P. So P represents 3.765. If you see overall, you can see that 3 steps are there. So directly you can start with the number line 3 ending with the 4 only, because number line is a long lengthy wise only, but whatever portion is required, that much only you have to take. So first step we have decided that it lies between 3 and 4. Then we have go for a 3.7 and 3.8. Again 3.76 and 77 we have taken. The lastly it lies between 3.76 is lies on the number line 3.760 to 770. Identify the point and mark them with an alphabet, then write that P represents 3.765. Question number 2. Visualize 4.26 bar on the number line up to 4 decimal places only. So 4.26 bar means 26 is repeating in blocks. That is 4.262626 like that only. So 4.26 bar can also be written as 4.2626 again 2 only, because it's a 4 decimal and the fifth place is coming as a 2 only. So finally correct to 4 decimal means it is 4.626 only. So we should identify 4.2 is the first part. It lies between 4 and 5. So that is the first part of the number line. Now on 4.2 and 4.3 we have to do the successive magnification. So that is the second step. So 4.26 is the starting, 4.2 is the starting, we have seen that, and 4.3 is the ending. There we are using the magnifying lens. So here we need 2 decimals now. So 4.2 became 4.20. 4.3 became 4.30 for this line. So now with the 2 decimal we got the next line expansion. Now what is the number for us? 4.2626 only. So it is going to lie between 4.26 and 4.27. So we are keeping the lens on that point. So the starting point became 4.26 and 27. This time we need 3 decimals. So we are adding 0 here. 4.260 and again 4.270. So now which number? 2626 only. So 262 we are taking, and 4263 is the ending number. Again keeping on that one, we are magnifying that one, and 4.2620, that is the fourth decimal. We are starting with the 4.2620 and 4.2630. So the numbers are like this only: 4.2621, 4.2622, 4.2623, 4.2624, 4.2625, 4.2626, 4.2627, 4.2628, 4.2629, 4.2630. So which number we required? 4.2626. So we are marking here with any letter we can put here. This time I am using Q. So we should write that Q represents 4.2626. So after visualizing for 4 decimal places, we got that the Q point, Q represents 4.2626. So here we needed 4 decimal places. So 4 steps we got, starting with our number line 4 and 5. Exercise 1.5, question number 1. Classify the following numbers as rational or irrational. First one, 2 minus root 5. Second question, 3 plus root 23 minus root 23. Next, 2 root 7 by 7 root 7. Fourth question is 1 by root 2. And fifth question is 2 pi. So let us see the solution now. First question, 2 minus root 5. So the value of root 5, we know that 2.236 etc., which is a non-terminating and non-repeating number. So it's an irrational number. So 2 minus root 5 means 2 minus 2.236 etc. So that means minus 0.236 etc., which is also an irrational number. Now we already studied the properties of one number is irrational and one number is rational. The sum may be some product, subtraction, whatever may be, it may be irrational only. It is irrational only. When both are different, rational and irrational coming, addition if you do, subtraction if we do, or product we take, or division if you do, then also our result is irrational number only. That concept also we can use here. So 2 minus root 5 is an irrational number. While putting the value also we can check like this, right? Second question, that is 3 plus root 23 minus root 23. If we expand this one, 3 plus root 23 minus root 23. That means plus root 23 and minus root 23 will get cancelled. So what is remaining there? 3 only. That means 3 can be written in the form 3 by 1. So our answer is a rational number only. So which is in the P by Q form, so it is called as a rational number. So what is the question is given? 3 plus root 23 minus root 23 is a rational number. Third question, root 27 minus 7 root 7, it is equal to 2 root 7 by 7 root 7 equal to root 7 will get cancelled there because that both are common. So what is remaining there? 2 by 7. 2 by 7 is in the form P by Q, so it's a rational number. So given number is a rational number. Then the last question from this one, that is 1 by root 2. So 1 by root 2 is the question. 1 by root 2 means we should rationalize the denominator, that is 1 by root 2 into root 2 by root 2, that is root 2 by 2. So half of root 2 value we already know that 1.414 etc. and divide by 2, it is equal to 0.701, which is a non-terminating, non-recurring one. So we can say that it is an irrational number. Now what is the next question? It is a 2 pi. 2 into pi. So when we are multiplying with an irrational number with a rational number, the result is irrational only. So pi equal to 3.1415 etc. When you multiply rational into irrational, we have written here rational into irrational, we will get irrational number only. So 2 pi is also an irrational number only. So the concept of that theory part, that is when you are multiplying, when we are adding or subtracting or dividing with a rational and irrational number, our result will be irrational. That concept we are used for solving this question number 1. Question number 2 now. Simplify each of the following expressions: 3 plus root 3 into 2 plus root 2. Second question, 3 plus root 3 into 3 minus root 3. Third question, root 5 plus root 2 whole square. Again the fourth question, root 5 minus root 2 into root 5 plus root 2. Now let us see the solutions. Solution. Question number 1. 3 plus root 3 into 2 plus root 2. So what we should do? We should multiply with both. That means expanding the terms. That means we are multiplying 3 with the second bracket and root 3 with the second bracket. That means multiplication on binomial by a binomial only. So when you are multiplying 3 into 2, what is the answer? 3 into 2, 6 will get. 3 into root 2, 3 root 2. Root 3 into 2, that is 2 root 3. Next, root 3 into root 2, root 6. The step by step it is explained here. That is 3 we are multiplying with the second bracket, means 3 into 2 plus root 2. Next, plus root 3 into 2 plus root 2. That means each term of the first binomial is expanded with the second binomial. Finally, the result will be 6 plus 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3 plus root 6. What is the second question? 3 plus root 3 into 3 minus root 3. We very much know that it is in the form a plus b into a minus b. So what is the answer? A square minus b square. So we are using the identity here. That is, in place of a it is 3. In place of b it is root 3. So 3 plus root 3 into 3 minus root 3 means it is 3 square minus root 3 whole square. So 3 square is 9. Root 3 square is 3, that is 9 minus 3. Our answer is 6. So once you complete that one, you can underline that one. Here also we must underline. So the first and second question we have completed. Now let us see the third one. Third question. Root 5 plus root 2 whole square. Identities which is here a plus b whole square. What is a plus b whole square? It is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. What is in the place of a? Root 5. What is in the place of b? Root 2. So just to substitute that one. Root 5 plus root 2 whole square equal to root 5 square plus 2 root 5 into root 2 plus root 2 whole square. It is equal to 5 plus 2 root 2 10, 2 root 10 plus 2. That is 7 plus 2 root 10. So we got the answer here. So it is used here a plus b whole square only. You must know these all identities very well and substitute the values, we will get easily. Fourth question. Root 5 minus root 2 into root 5 plus root 2. Which identity is here? A minus b into a plus b, that is a square minus b square. What is in place of a? In place of a is it is root 5. In place of b is it is root 2. So when we are expanding this one, what is the answer we are getting? A square minus b square. So by using the identity, our question can be written as root 5 minus root 2 into root 5 plus root 2 equal to root 5 square minus root 2 square. That is equal to, what is root 5 square? It is 5. Root 2 square, it is equal to 2 only. So the finally 5 minus 2 equal to 3. So we got the answer 5 minus 2, that is 3 only. Once we got the answer, underline that one. Now we have completed exercise 1.5 question number 2 also. Now the remaining part in next video only. With this today's video I am winding up. Thank you.